Two legends, two eras, one position, only one crown. One changed the definition of passing. The other shattered the meaning of range. One wore silk, the other breathed fire. Magic Johnson, Steph Curry. It's time to settle the score.
Magic goes the other way, comes in deep, gives a great pass to Perkins.
Who's the greatest point guard of all time?
Curry sets, fires, puts it up. Bang! Steph Curry from one.
When basketball was invented, nobody had a clue what a point guard would become. Back in the day, the point guard was simple. You pass the ball, you run the offense, you're basically the coach on the court. Then Magic Johnson shows up and everything changes. 6'9" frame, no-look passes, running the fast break like a freight train with ballerina feet.
He brought the NBA into a new era.
Magic didn't just play point guard, he redefined it. A pass-first maestro who orchestrated the entire Showtime Lakers like he was conducting a symphony. Fast forward to today, and point guards look nothing like that anymore. They're scoring machines. They're shooting from the logo. They're breaking ankles and dropping 40 like it's nothing. And nobody embodies this evolution more than Steph Curry. A guy so lethal from the deep that defenses break down just because he crossed half court. So here's our big question. Should a point guard control the game or bend it to their will? Let's break it down. Magic Johnson entered the league in 1979 and immediately flipped the script on what a rookie could do. The Lakers had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for 4 seasons.
When everybody's head is down because Kareem can't play, I said, so what? Kareem can't play. We still gonna win.
Before Magic Johnson showed up. And despite Kareem winning multiple MVPs, they only won 2 playoff series. That's straight up embarrassing for a team with the most dominant center in NBA history. Then, Magic walks in, and boom! 60 wins and an NBA Finals appearance. But that was just the appetizer. The main course came in Game 6 of the 1980 Finals when Kareem was injured. Magic, a rookie, started at center.
I'm ready, and I know my teammates are too.
And dropped 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists to win the championship. As a rookie, starting at a position he'd never played before, in the clinching game of the NBA Finals. That's not just good, that's absolutely ridiculous. Over his career, Magic wrapped up 5 championship rings, 3 MVPs.
The most valuable player is Magic Johnson.
9 final appearances in just 12 seasons, and he won 73% of his games, one of the highest win percentage in NBA history for any player worth mentioning. The dude was a walking legend. Magic didn't just pass the ball. He created art with it. He led the league in assists 4 times and turned fast breaks into something that belonged in the Louvre. But his biggest achievement, he saved the NBA alongside Larry Bird. The league was in life support in the late 70s. The Magic's charisma, smile, and instant talent brought fans back in droves. There's a reason they call him Magic, because what he did on the court seemed impossible. He didn't just see the passing lane that existed, he saw the one that would exist 2 seconds later. Magic didn't play in the moment, he played in the future. But then there's Steph Curry, a dude who entered the league as a skinny kid with glass ankles who couldn't even get the starting spot over Monte Ellis. Let that sink in. The Warriors almost traded Steph because they thought Monte was the future. Talk about fumbling the bag. For the first 4 years of his career, Curry was fighting injuries and trying to prove he belonged. He didn't make an all-star team until his 5th season, which is later than any other player on the NBA's top 75 list. Steph was a walking bucket from day one, but he wasn't yet the game changer we know today.
Steph Curry is hurt. Same ankle. He went straight down and never moved.
Once those ankles healed up, though, pure basketball chaos. 4 championships, 2 MVPs, including the only unanimous one ever, 2 scoring titles, and 6 final appearances. And the craziest part? He did it without dominating the ball. While other superstars need the rock in their hands for 20 seconds of the shot clock, Steph is sprinting around screens, creating havoc off ball, and destroying defensive schemes just by existing. Before Curry, a three-pointer was a nice bonus in your offensive arsenal. After Curry, it became the whole damn meal. He didn't just make threes popular, he made them necessary. Steph turned the game inside out, forcing every team in the league to adapt or die. And when the Celtics tried to target him defensively in the 2022 finals, he dominated them on both ends and took home finals MVP. No cap. You could guard Steph full court with two defenders with a drone tracking his movement and he'd still get open for a three. That's not just skill. That's basketball sorcery. When you look at these two legends side by side, it's like comparing a symphony orchestra to a rock band. Both make beautiful music, but in completely different ways. Magic was a 6'9" point forward who could bully smaller guards in the post, threat no-look passes through impossible windows, and create mismatches everywhere. He was methodical, calculated, and in complete control. Steph is pure basketball chaos. He's running off three screens, pulling up from 35 feet, making defenders look like they're chasing a ghost. Magic controlled the tempo of the game like a conductor with a baton. Steph, he just obliterates it. Magic bent defenses by seeing plays before they happen. Steph breaks them just by existing on the court. One used the game's rules to perfection. The other forced the entire league to rewrite the rule book. Magic used the court. Steph redefined it. Let's talk numbers, because while stats don't tell the whole story, they sure tell a lot of it. Magic averaged 19.5 points, 11.2 assists, and shot 52% from the field within a 61% true shooting percentage. Meanwhile, Steph puts up 24.3 points per game, shoots 43% from downtown, and has a 63% true shooting percentage. And here's the thing, we can't just compare these numbers straight up. We're talking about completely different eras of basketball. Magic's Lakers might make 23-pointers in an entire season. Steph's Warriors can do that in a single quarter. That's not exaggeration, that's just facts. And while Magic averaged nearly 5 more assists per game than Curry, Steph's assists are worth more points because he's dishing to three-point shooters. Plus, when Steph passes out of a double team, he often makes the pass that leads to the pass that gets the bucket, what we call a hockey assist. The stat sheets doesn't show that, but game film absolutely does. In the playoffs, Magic's scoring stayed about the same at 19.5 points and 39 minutes per game. Steph, his scoring jumps to 26.8 points per game. And in the finals, Curry averages 27.3 across 6 appearances, which ranks in the top 10 all time, ahead of legends like Kobe Bryant and Larry Bird. That's absolutely bussin'. When you adjust for pace and look at points generated per 100 possessions, it's clear that while both were incredibly efficient, Steph creates more total offense. Different stats, different decades, but both broke basketball math in their own way. Now, let's talk about the part of their games that nobody wants to discuss. Defense. Magic Johnson was many things. A generational passer, a charismatic leader, a championship machine, but a lockdown defender? Not so much. Despite his size and length, Magic never made a single all-defensive team. He had good instincts and could get steals, but laterally, the man moved like he had concrete in his shoes. Magic's defensive limitations were somewhat hidden in the 80s when most of the game was played inside the three-point line. But if he played in today's space and pace NBA, defenses would target him on every possession and it would get ugly fast. Steph was also a defensive liability early in his career. His small frame made him a mark that opposing offenses would hunt relentlessly. But unlike Magic, Curry completely transformed this part of his game. He bulked up, adding 15 pounds of pure muscle, improved his lateral quickness, and became a much smarter team defender. By the 2022 finals, when Boston tried to attack Curry on switches, they scored just 79 points per 100 possessions when targeting him in isolation. That's not just good, that's elite defensive efficiency. The skinny kid who couldn't guard anyone became a plus defender in his 30s, which is basically unheard of in NBA history. Neither made their name on defense, but only one evolved with age. When it comes to leadership, we're looking at two completely different approaches that both worked brilliantly. Magic Johnson was basketball's ultimate extrovert. His smile lit up arenas, his charisma was infectious, and he lifted teammates through sheer force of personality. Magic wasn't just the heart of the Showtime Lakers. He was their soul, their energy, their entire vibe. When Magic spoke, everyone listened. Steph Curry, he's the humble assassin, the quiet killer who leads by example. Steve Kerr calls him the short Tim Duncan because, like the Spurs legend, Steph checks his ego at the door and prioritizes winning above everything else. He allowed Kevin Durant to join his team and take finals MVPs without a single complaint. He let Draymond Green be the vocal leader. He even accepted a bench role without drama when Coach Kerr thought it was best for the team. Magic won the room with his larger-than-life personality. Steph built the room with his selflessness and character. Beyond the court, both players transformed the game's cultural landscape, but in vastly different ways. Magic brought flash, star power, and Hollywood glamour to basketball. Alongside Bird, he made the NBA cool again after the dark, drug-plagued 70s nearly killed the league. Magic's showmanship didn't just win games, it sold tickets, moved merchandise, and made basketball a global entertainment product. Steph's impact? He democratized greatness. Before Curry, you needed to be a physical freak to dominate basketball. Tall, strong, and possibly athletic. But Steph, he looks like the guy who might file your taxes or teach your math class. He made kids everywhere believe they could be NBA superstars through skill and practice rather than genetic lottery. Now every kid from Manila to Manitoba is launching threes from the logo, and basketball training has been completely revolutionized. Steph didn't just change how the game is played, he changed how it's taught. Magic saved the league, Steph reshaped it. So who takes the crown? The traditional floor general or the revolutionary sharpshooter? Magic has more rings, more accolades, and did it all in less time. His 9 final appearances in 12 seasons is a run of dominance that few athletes in any sport can match. And he did it all while being the definitive example of what a point guard should be. But Steph's legacy is still being written. He could add more championships, more MVPs, more records before he's done. And what he's already accomplished, changing the very geometry of basketball forever, might be more impactful than anything Magic did. Magic Johnson was undoubtedly the GOAT point guard of his era. But Steph Curry might be the GOAT player of this era, regardless of position. Who you choose says more about how you see basketball than about the players themselves. So the question isn't just who's better. It goes deeper. What should a point guard be? Should he run the show like Magic or bend the game to his will like Steph? Or maybe, just maybe, the real GOAT point guard isn't one player at all. Maybe it's 2 names, 2 styles, 1 legacy. Magic, Steph. Pick your poison. Pick your era. Pick your GOAT. But whatever you do, don't get it twisted. We're witnessing basketball history either way. And that's just straight facts. And if you like this out-deep breakdown, smash that subscribe button and then turn around and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out from our engaging breakdown.